Have you ever met someone, looked them in the eye, heard their name perfectly, and then watched it vanish from your brain 3 seconds later? It's embarrassing. You feel rude, or worse, you start to worry that your memory is failing you. But here's the truth. Psychology says forgetting names isn't a memory flaw. It's actually how your brain is designed to work. Today, we're looking at the hidden mechanics of your mind and why names are the hardest things for it to hold on to. In cognitive psychology, names are mostly arbitrary labels. Think about it. A person's job, their personality, or a funny story they tell has meaning. Your brain loves meaning. If someone tells you they're a chef, your brain connects that to food, kitchens, and smells. But a name like John or Sarah usually doesn't carry useful info. Without a connection to your existing knowledge, your brain treats the name like junk data and fails to encode it strongly. Most of the time, you forget a name because your attention was divided the moment you heard it. While the other person is introducing themselves, your brain is already busy. You're thinking, what should I say next? Do I have something in my teeth? How do I look right now? Because your brain is focused on your own performance, the name never actually makes it into your long-term storage. You didn't forget the name, you never actually learned it. Humans evolved as social creatures who needed to recognize friends and enemies at a distance. Because of this, our brains have a massive specialized region dedicated strictly to facial recognition. We are hardwired to remember faces. Words and labels, however, are a much newer software in human evolution. That's why you can remember a face for 20 years, but the verbal label attached to it disappears in 20 seconds. Believe it or not, forgetting names can be a sign of an overactive mind. If your brain is constantly running multiple threads of thought at once, you experience cognitive overload. When your mental CPU is at 99% capacity, it doesn't have the spare energy to build a strong memory link for a random word. It's not that you lack intelligence, it's that your mind is too busy processing everything else. Memory works through association. To remember something new, your brain needs to tether it to something familiar. Most introductions happen so fast that your brain doesn't have time to build that bridge. Without a visual image or a personality trait to anchor the name to, the name feels random, and your brain is an expert at discarding random information to make room for what matters. Understanding the why is the first step to fixing the how. If you want to start noticing the hidden patterns in human behavior that most people miss, hit the subscribe button. Once you understand how the mind really works, the world starts to look very different.